Let's see if this actually went live or not. Let's find out. It says unlisted, so I doubt it. That means I have to do something different. We will need to go into a separate window. Let's see. Where can I find this at? Yeah, because it's supposed to go live, but it's not. This is really confusing, man. I do not know what I'm doing with all this crap here. Should be able to scroll down here. Oh, here it is. There we go. So, everything is good. It should be public now. We'll see what happens. We'll give it a minute, see if anybody pops in. I'm gonna open up the chat screen on my phone. Hope I still have the levels good like I did last week. I'm not sure. That is one of the best, cheapest amps you can get your hands on. A lot of people hate it, but it's a really cool amp. Yeah, it's for the price. That amp is cool, man. It does heavy metal. I wouldn't say full extreme metal. Well, it can get there kind of. So yeah, metal, rock, glam, doom, punk. For the price, that's just, and it's loud as shit. That amp is so loud. What I like about it is there's a bit more clarity on that amp than the Laney. The Laney's more spongy, got more gain. So when you actually put them in a recording, those two together, they sound really good together. I have the mids. Mids are almost all the way up, so it's kind of quacky. Also have a Bauer power on boosting it, which is like an SD1. So I'm really pushing the mids. And you can tell, like, with the volume knob, this thing is really, it's pretty dynamic of an amp to use with your rig. I was gonna talk about guitars that you hate, man, you love to hate or whatever. It's kind of waiting to see if anybody pop in before we get to that, but um I figure I can go ahead and get into it. Guitars that you hate, right? You love to hate. This would be one for me. It does pretty much everything that I would want it to do, except the downfall of this guitar has to be the frets. I'm used to, Gibson frets that are pretty small, pretty low. This one, they're just jumbos, but it's like a radical difference. Like that one's almost, fretless. So when I play this one versus that one, it's just really crazy. But the neck is comfortable to hold, stays in tune well even with the Floyd Rose. It's got good tone. It's not very noisy. I have Riz, huh? I have no idea what Riz is. I'm old. Let's look up Riz. I see people saying that. You youngsters say that all the time. Let's find out. We're gonna find out what Riz is. I have Style and Charm, huh? Cool. Don't know about that. Charisma. Oh, it's short for charisma. That kind of makes sense. But yeah, so like guitars that you keep coming back to, but every time you come back to it, it's like you're like, ah, man, I can't stand it. That is this one for me. It's not even that I can't stand it. It's like I was saying, is the fretboard, not even the fretboard, the frets are what killed me on this guitar. It's comfortable to play, comfortable to hold, stays in tune even with the whammy bar. Pickups are good. They're Duncan distortions. But the frets are just so tall. Originally, I thought the problem was the fret end, so I went and paid a guy to round them. He rounded them, and they're very nicely done. Polished the frets, all that stuff. Set it up. Fret level, everything. Like, this neck is not a $999 Mexican neck anymore, I would say, because of the work he put into it. But the frets are just so tall, man. If I'm going to keep it, I got to do like a refret, or sand them down even more. I tell them like, hey, dude, take those down to Gibson fretless wonder levels and make me happy. So if there's anybody out there, if there's guitars that you have that you just keep coming back to, but every time you do, you get mad, but you're not going to get rid of it because you keep coming back to it, what would be that guitar for you? That what would be the guitar that you own that you love to hate? My favorite song to play, man, it used to be, I think I'm in the right tuning. I can't remember that part, but yeah, I used to play that song every day, and my wife was like, "Playing that fucking thing again?" And I was like, "Yeah," because I was sitting there playing it like I was trying to record it. I recorded it, but it was not working properly. Like the drums were wrong, so I was getting the timing wrong. She's like, "You've been playing that shit all day." But yeah, that would be the one I love to hate. I'm not love to hate. That'd be the one I love to play. Hey, Mike, man, how are you? So, a Fender Strat. Played one for decades, then stopped. Played Les Paul 335s for a long time. Tried a Strat and hated it. Hated the Strats, but still loved them. Yeah. I mean, essentially, that's what this is, man. This is essentially a Strat, right? Only real difference. I mean, you can get Strats with Floyd Roses, but the volume knob is no longer up here. It's down here instead of up here. I hate that about Strats because I'm dropping my pick. When I play, I kind of anchor my hand a lot. I'm trying to get better about that. But, yeah, when you anchor, it's right where that knob is. So that would be the one. The one downfall. Well, and then the bridge pickups are always pretty quacky, and they're not quacky, bright. Now, another song I love to play, well, I love to play one or two riffs from the song. I never learned the whole song all the way through. Would be, that riff, and then, what's it do after that? I think that's what it does, then it goes to... But that's the other riff from the song I like to play, is that one. Ooh. Yeah, so that would be another one. Again, it's a song I don't play all the way through, but be that one. There's a lot of them. It's just I play a lot of songs. Of course, Wind Hand would be another one I like to play a lot. Or I Hate God. That's another one I play a lot. Well, that sucks when your light dies, right? So we're going to be in the dark today. Semi-dark, anyway. Turn it off and let it charge for a little bit. Turn on the other light. We'll just be orange. We'll be orange today. Speaking of Strats, I never really do the coil split on this one. Let's see. Turn the boost off and let's see what's how's that go? Yeah, the single coil mode on this does not really get very single coily. That's why I don't understand why they even do that. There's been very few guitars that I've ever played that have a coil split situation that actually sounded like a true single coil, and this is not one of them. It does not do it. Let's try it in the neck pickup. I guess the neck pickup sounds more like one, maybe. Still not close. As far as getting that strat tone, anyway. Another guitar, well, basically entire brand that I love to hate is LTDs. And I will say the reason I don't like LTDs is not the brand itself and not the guitars they make. It's been more the luck that I've had with choosing them. For example, this one's done very well. There's a volute on LTDs. And see if we can see it. Put it over here. Kind of see it. Anyway, they have a volute. That one's in the right spot, but I've owned and tried many at stores where it was in the wrong spot. Like I've had one where it was halfway between the first fret and the nut, which is how that got past QC is ridiculous. Possibly it was a knockoff. Who knows? But I've seen new ones in the store that were almost that bad, but not quite that bad. So if I'm ever going to buy an LTD, it has to be one that I go try personally, because the ones that I've ordered just not been any good. Only cost of the volute. I guess you could spend money to have somebody shave it, but that'd be dumb. Just get one that's right. And that leads me to a question. I wonder if there's a brand out there that combines the Charvel Fender thing with the Gibson thing. Like, that would be a badass guitar. Like, mahogany neck, mahogany body. I'd rather like have it as a single coil, not a single cut like that. That would be cool. A single cut or a double cut like an SG, but give the neck of, say, a Fender and a with a Floyd Rose and a non-Gibson headstock, like do like a Fender or a Jackson style headstock. It would probably look ugly as shit, but I think I would like the tone. And I think I would like the way it played too. Because like I was saying, like, you know, the neck shape of this one is really good. Frets are too tall for me because I'm used to those. If that was changed, this would probably be like my favorite guitar. But favorite guitars, man, that changes from day to day, week to week, hour to hour, minute to minute, really. Constantly on reverb and Sweetwater and peeping the new guitar crush of the day. Like, there was a guitar I basically bought, but I'm trying to get out of it. Because it was like the new shiny thing, and it's probably not going to be what I think it is when it shows up, so I need to get out from underneath that thing. Oh, I got this new pedal sitting over here. It's a pedal that belongs to a friend of mine. Had me order it for him, and I gotta ship it to him. But it's a very cool pedal, man. It's the what's it called? Kossoff Drive or something. It's by Hello Sailor, but it's a really, really cool pedal. I think I'm gonna switch from the Bauer Power to that for now. Yeah, I think it's kind of. I think the Kossoff Drive is kind of a clon bass, maybe, because it really pushes your amp, but it kind of keeps your amp sounding like your amp. It keeps the character. It doesn't change the tone like drastically like some pedals do. I'm gonna have to end up ordering one myself because I'm, like I said, I got that pedal for a friend of mine. I have to ship it to him, so they're pretty expensive. He got a good deal on it. If I bought one, I'd probably have to pay double what he paid unless I wait and find one that's as good a deal as he got on the one that's over there. But everything about that Origin and this Charvel, man, that's just straight up 80s all day long. I wonder. Yep, that combination can do it. It definitely can. Like I said, it's the Hello Sailor. I think they're called Kossoff Drive, but this was made for a YouTuber, I believe. It's his channel name is Visual Guy, and it's a custom finish that he had chosen. So it's weird that the pedal came up for sale. I guess he got tired of owning it and sold it. But it's a very cool pedal. Works great as a boost, and it also works great on your clean amp to make your clean kind of sound like a crunchy Marshall. Cannot do that. I need to practice that stuff. Like that amp is so low gain that if you're gonna do that, you better be playing it correct, or it's gonna definitely show that you're not. But yeah, it's. I know I was gonna talk about guitars that I love to hate. I'd rather talk about how much I like that cheap ass amp. Gonna switch to the Gibson now, the Les Paul. So we're going from D standard to C sharp. I keep thinking about getting rid of this guitar too until I see it on film. And every time I see it on film, I'm like, God, man, why are you gonna get rid of it? Yeah, playing this one versus the Charvel, it just feels more comfortable. Like the frets are super low, basically a fretless guitar. And the pickups are less compressed and not as saturated as those because they're not as high output. These are basically PAFs and they're well, the RPFs. They're 59 tributes, so they're very low output. But the Kossoff drive really makes the amp really push through and get pokey and bright. But it definitely, yeah, these pickups are great. Volume knob dynamics is just really good on them. Go to the neck. Move the tone knob a little bit. And that's the thing. Every time I pick up this one, because I'm supposed to trade it for I'll probably still do it just because it's such a good deal. An Ernie Ball Music Man JP15 and like a bluish green finish. But the way this one plays, the tone of it, the control, the amount of things you can do with the controls is just... I always end up coming back to like a Gibson style guitar for some reason. Well, I guess I just explained why. I prefer it. But yeah, that cost-off drive, that's what's so cool about it, is it's not shelving the low end, so if you want to keep your amp kind of fuzzy, it'll do it. And then when you turn that off, a more traditional overdrive kind of tightens it up a little bit more. And that's why I have a huge dirt section on my pedal board. And that Bauer Power is one of my favorite overdrives because we can roll the tone knob down, bring some of the abuse up to make it fuzzier. But when you roll it off, you can kind of tighten it up more because it's basically an SD1 if you take the abuse knob and turn it off. I think the LTD is in B. We could check out a B guitar through this rig. It's another guitar I love to hate because it needs a fret job bad. I've had it. I want to say I've had it about 4 or 5 years, and I used to play it every single day. For like hours a day, just be slamming on a... you know, stuff like that. But it's got 12 to 60s on it, so it's kind of really fucked up the frets. It's got Dragonauts in it. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to that to see what it sounds like. I don't really use that guitar much with this amp. So, it's usually, that guitar is usually my Laney guitar. And the origin is usually my Charvel guitar, so I can play like 80s and 70s stuff with it. Yeah, the amp really doesn't know a guitar that it doesn't like. They all seem to sound great through it. And you can find them on the used market, 50-watt amps for like $300-400, maybe $5. I think mine was $450. And it was new, it was on clearance, it wasn't even used. I keep saying I'm gonna get rid of this guitar, but with the Dragonauts, with these Graphtech ratio tuners and B standard tuning, there is zero reason to get rid of it. Just do the fret job that it needs, and yeah, it'll be back in business. Time for a Black Russian though for using this guitar. I'm gonna spend some time later because I want to figure out how to do like a dual screen thing, because then I could go to the fuck was that? Then I could go to Sweetwater and show you guys some guitars that I really love to hate. So that would be kind of cool. Like the Stealth, the BC Rich Stealth I had. I don't know if you guys saw that, but beautiful looking guitar. After I got the Plek, neck felt great. Everything about it was perfect, but the tone fucking sucked. So it was a guitar that I loved to hate for sure. Yeah, let's play some Albatross in B. Nope. That song actually sounds really good in B. It needs more of the fuzz. I would need to turn it up, but yeah, it should have been B to start with. I'm gonna turn the fuzz up. Something like that, but yeah, it's in B, it's really cool. Yeah, if there's anybody in the chat, like, what is a guitar that you always come back to, even though every time you do, you just can't seem to enjoy it? What is your love to hate guitar, in other words? Because I have about 100 guitars that I love to hate. Not in this house. Over time, there's been about 100 that I've loved to hate. Tell you that would be a good video to do, is this Origin with get one of those little $100 reissue electro harmonic big muffs and do like a budget rig video, because that amp and a little $100 muff, that's all you need, man. You're fucking dooming all day long on that shit. it's just a doom beast. That's all you can say about it. This amp dooms so goddamn good with this guitar and that pedal, which is the that box up there, the Frost Giant Black Big Fuzz Black Russian tribute clone, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if he has any for sale. I'm gonna go see if they still have them on the website. If anybody's looking for one, Frost Giant makes really good big muff pedals. I think he's done making them. He'd like kind of cloned like all the good ones, the Civil Wars and all that stuff. The Green Russian. Thanks, Retro. That pedal with that amp does really sound good in B tuning. He actually has some of the Black Russians left, which is insane, dude. Like, there's not that many of them made. You get the pedal. I'll get the box. Hold on, I'll show you. It's like $195 is what it's gonna run you, but what you get is you get the wooden box, kind of like the old school EHX thing. You get the pedal. You get like a little certificate of authenticity. If I can get this thing open. Fuck. That's why these big muff boxes broke so much back in the day. I can't actually get into it right now. It's like ridiculous. I can't get in it. There we go. Got it. Yeah, that's why they broke. You get your regular like padding and stuff when you order a box, but yeah, you get this little certificate here, which is pretty cool, man. It's in Fuzz We Trust, Frost Giant Electronics. This is number 71 from 2023 was when this was printed up. So yeah, if you're looking for a big muff, man, get one of these, dude, because it sounds great, but it's also, the packaging itself is really cool. It's like it's an experience, you know. It's like, for some reason, wooden boxes are great. They're cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to cough. Do I have a guitar in every tuning? I don't. I have the Les Paul, which is like D and C sharp. I could probably pull E flat off on it, but it would be like very tight. The Charvel, because it's a Floyd Rose, it stays in D for now. It's going to end up going to C. And the LTD is B, C, and A sharp. I could do those three. So I could, two of the guitars I could do like 3 different tunings. One I can only do one. So I need another guitar. But in your situation, yeah, man. I don't know what gauge strings you got on it, but yeah, you could do that. You could tune down a half step. I would probably try I think yours probably came with 12 to 56s, maybe 11 to 56s. Hold on, I need to mute my mic for a minute. I think those came with, what was it, 11 to 56 or 12? I don't remember. But if you get 12 to 60s and put them on that guitar, they're going to feel really good in C. Because this right here was normally in C. I'm in B now. These are 12 to 60s, and they're comfortable to play in that tuning. So I would try that. I would try these 12 to 60s. You can get them from the Diodario, is that how you say it? NYXL brand. They make a 12 to 60 set. I think it even says on the pack for C tuning. So you could do C and then tune down to B. And like I said, I'd take it down to E flat with those strings. So you could do that. Like I said, we're in B now, but if we were to like, should I? I might, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna down tune it a little bit. Honestly, with that guitar, I wouldn't think so, because your nut's already cut for the bigger gauge strings anyway, so it should be fine. This one, I never cut the nut. I just put the 12 to 60s in there, and it was fine. Different brand, but they're made in the same factory, so there's a chance this nut is cut pretty much the same as your nut. But your nut is also cut for thicker strings, so it should be no problem whatsoever. It should be an easy put them in and just do it. These are like my favorite tuners, by the way. Some guys say that these tuners will change your neck break angle. I don't notice that, but when you get to your G string and your E string, there's like really high ratios. So you just have to keep tuning and tuning, but it's so fine. You get to precise. You know how like a lot of times the G, you go tune, and it'll go past the note. You got to back up and do it again. This stops it. They're like $100-something, but if you're gonna down tune, they're the best. Okay, so this should now be in a sharp standard. Yeah, that V looks cool, man. Yeah, so you can down tune the string gauge. Put it in C, go to B, go to A bass sharp. You probably can't do C sharp. It'd be pretty painful on your finger because there'd be a lot of tension. But you could at least do 3 different tunings with 12 to 60s. Oh, you gotta tune it. I'm sorry, you gotta tune it like every 20 minutes. Yeah, try these tuners, man. They're pretty cool. Cause oh, let me get it out of the drawer. I'll show you what you get with them. It's pretty cool what they give you. Okay, so what they give you is you get this bag, and in said bag you get all these different metal pieces. How many different ones do you get? You get 4? Yeah, you get 4 different sets. And the 4 different sets that you get like the 4 most common shapes. So like, you know, one of those, one of the triangle ones, and then like the Clouson style. So whatever style tuner you have on, you can direct fit without having to drill any new holes. Your screws go right back into the original holes. You may have to ream out the peg head holes slightly or something, but I didn't have to. So this can direct fit any guitar that you have. Well, not any guitar. Most guitars out there, they'll retrofit without having to do any kind of changes. So, especially if you're tuning down, man, I'd go with those. Now I've got the tuning kind of close. I'm going to check it with the tuner. But the tuning on these are so smooth, man. Like the ratio, the gear ratios in it. All right, so there we go. We're now back in business. Yeah, it was pretty cool that they come in C standard. I wonder, do all the guitars that they sell come in C standard, or do like the more Fender looking ones, do they come in E? I'm hoping the V and the RD shape, I hope those are also C. Yeah, I've considered getting a baritone, but for the same reason as you, I prefer short scales, which might be the other reason why I don't like that Charvel as much, because it's a 25.5. You don't have to tell me about fucking small fat fingers. I'm trying to do arpeggios, man. My small fat fingers be running into everything. Man, if I get one, I might write Steve and be like, "Yo, man, can you set that bitch up for C?" No, I'll tell him, "Hey, can you set that bitch up for A?" That's what I'll tell him. Get the V to like A flat. God damn. Oh, you got a Firecaster too? Damn, man, you got all the shit. See if this light has charged enough. It died on me like pretty much instantly. So there's a little bit. Well, I got to bring it up. A little bit more light now. Yeah, I just ordered a guitar the other day. A little cheap. I ordered a Carbon for cheap, but I'm trying to get out of it. The seller's not really wanting to back out, which kind of sucks for me. Because I was like, man, if I back out of it, I can just get one of those new Warlords, the ones with the cases and the nice tuners, like all the stuff. I'm hoping that's what the Warlords are going to be from now on, but I don't know if they are. So yeah, now that we're in now that we're in A sharp, let's play some corrosion of conformity. Yeah, I don't think mine was first batch. I got one from the second batch, and that was before they had the cases. Um, so I'd end up selling mine, and then like now they have cases. I'm like, God damn it! I should have waited till now to get one. Yeah, I used to say the same thing, but if you get looking around, Most companies, man, at $1,400 these days, they're not doing it anymore. It's it seems to be like a way of the past. But solar, if you get like a solar pyro, same price, maybe a little cheaper. They have a case. And I would like to see that come back, man. It's like it seems like a lot of brands are not doing it um at that price range. Cuz $1,400, that's what? That's the 1000 series from LTD now, I think. And they don't have cases. Yeah, I need to figure out how to screen share. Because I would like to be able to just show you what I'm looking at instead of just looking at it and telling you about it. Okay, Sweetwater. Here's a EC 1000. And I believe the 1000s do not have a case. Let's see. Well, that's $11.99, so it's a little bit of a price difference. Yeah, no case. ESP LTD. I do know when I had the Bill Kelleher Sparrowhawk, that one came with a case. But the volute was in the wrong place, so it had to go back, unfortunately. Snake bites, those come with cases. The George Lynch, I don't know. That might come with a case. Kirk Hammett's, those come with cases. Let's see here. Here we go. An LTD Evertune, one of the Telly styles. Let's see if that has a case, because it's $14.99. It appears that it does not. So yeah, it looks like LTD is trying to phase it out too. $1,500. No case. I was just thinking, like, doing this live stream thing, and I'm over here, like, A sharp standard, cranking on a big muff, and it's got to be, like, for somebody that just pops in, they're like, what the fuck is this bullshit? That shit sounds like fucking assholes. Like, just imagine you go to a live stream and that's the first thing you hear is some dude just... Yeah, I agree, because, like, if I was to sit there and play like I was doing earlier, and somebody decided to subscribe, they were not going to see the same kind of material that I was doing earlier, which would be, and I really would like to do some, I would like to do some of the kind of stuff I was doing earlier, but I just know nobody will watch it. So it'd be pretty much just like a vanity video. It would be just for me. But to do, like... Gotta turn the muff off. Okay, so here we go. do something like that. That would be that would be interesting, right? That was Motley Crue. Yeah. Or I could do a do a whole like live stream of that, and then people are like, "Oh, that's cool. I like glam rock," and then they show up, and all I'm doing is doom and death metal in the videos. It'd be kind of fun to do. Do it for April Fools or something. Get a wig and a bandana. Yeah, I could do. Or a yeah, because you could do how's that? Dancing on Glass? Something like that, but if you slowed it down, it'd be something like that. I mean, yeah, because Trouble, like back in the day, Trouble was one of my favorite doom bands, and Candlemass, they're what E flat, right? And Trouble might be E flat or standard, right? I can't remember what they tuned to. Maybe they were D. I don't know. But Candlemass were E flat, though, I think. Let's go to looking up Trouble. I want to see what their tuning was. Let's look up Bastards Will Pay. Okay, they were apparently Trouble were D. How does that? What's the speed of that riff? I can't remember that. Let's play it real quick. Okay, so. Something like that. Maybe, let's see, what's the... Trying to find one that I used to know how to play. Let's check out the Tempter. Tempter has like a cool, like slow doomy intro, I think. And it says, yeah, it says it's D. Some stuff like that. That whole intro goes for a while. Something like that. But the speed's probably faster. It's probably something like that. Like, it's been so long since I've listened to them. Um, but when I was a kid, that was one of my favorite Doom bands. Yeah, they were so good. Did you ever get into Solitude Eternus? That was another one of the my favorite Doom bands back in the day. Oh, the yeah, that one's good. What's up, Robert? Yeah, Solitude Eternus, man. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, I would highly suggest doing it. Nice. Yeah, they do they are definitely right up your alley then. Trying to remember how this one goes. It's what tuning were they in? They were also a D band, so if you had a guitar that was tuned for treble, you could also play Solitude Eternus. It's so that's like the intro to a song called Falling. I'm probably playing it wrong, but then you get to the like I'm trying to learn this off a tab right now. It's but yeah, they were they were a very good band. Yeah, a lot of funeral doom, man. You just be like I was playing too fast for funeral doom, but an album I would say would be Adagio. That would be a good one because it was their most I'd say like the most accessible, and it had a really good production, and it was like yeah, it was very good. That would be a good one to go to. Or I'm trying to remember the name of the first one. Maybe Through the Darkest Hour or In the Depths. In the Depths would probably be a good one as well. But yeah. All right, cool, Philip. Thanks for stopping in. Crispy Tone, what do I got going into the Origin? That is just the guitar with a Bauer power. Actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. He sang on fuck, what was that album? I think he sang on a couple albums actually, but yeah, he did sing with them for a while. Um, I thought about writing him to see if he would sing on a song or two, if I could pay him or something. But I was trying to write material that would be like the kind of material he's used to, because he's not used to doing like the long drawn out fuzzy doom. but I forgot about doing that. I was gonna do that, and I just never got around to it. I'm glad we were talking about him because maybe I should do that. It would be really cool to get him on even just one track, just one song. That would be fucking great, dude. And he does do a lot of session work, so he could possibly do it. Yeah, he did. Wow, he did a lot of shit with Candlemass. Okay, he did King of the Grey Islands, a 20th anniversary DVD, Lucifer Rising EP, Death Magic Doom. Death Magic Doom's the one I knew him from, and Psalms for the Dead. So yeah, that's definitely a good choice. And it looks like the last Solitude Eternus came out in 2006. I guess they did like one reunion album because the one Adagio was originally their last album. That was 98. So they were like 91, 92, 94, 96, 98. They quit, came back, did one album in 2006. Beyond the Crimson Horizon might be another good album to check out. One of those first three albums, they've got some cool stuff on that. There was I can't remember the song. They had this one song that had just like the coolest riff, but I can't remember the damn name of it now. Maybe so I can find out what it was. But it was so good. It was something like one of those type of riffs. And I'm pretty sure that was from that Adagio album. Might have been, I'm just trying to look at the track list real quick. It might have been Days of Prayer, maybe. What can I find? Because I was trying to look up Guitar Pro tabs. Maybe I can find one that's not a Guitar Pro of that song, because that song was like after that riff, it does a really cool second riff. Here's a Days of Prayer tab. I think this is it. Yeah. So. And then when they do it, what's up, man? They do they do like a harmony on top of it. It was like, that riff was so damn good. But yeah, the whole intro is all based off of that riff, and then they do like a. Wait. They do like that whole harmonic minor type thing. How's it go? That kind of thing. Yeah, you're right. And like we were talking, man, I've been kind of wanting to do that because I've done the Sleep Church of Misery style Doom, but I want to go back to the roots of the Doom that I liked as a kid, and do a lot more of that, because a lot of it really did have like a lot of harmonies back in the day, and A lot of it today does not. A lot of it today is just like a all that kind of stuff. But yeah, doing some anyway, do some Merciful Fate type stuff with the Doom. That would be good. Yeah, you're right, man. There's probably like 50 sleep babies out there, and it's good. Like you said, it's a good vibe. It's a good riff, but that's what it is. It's all one riff. The riff was actually a Black Sabbath riff. And then everybody takes that one riff. I can't remember how to play that Black Sabbath song, but it's like no. No. Something like that, but that's the riff. Whatever that chord is, but yeah, they all use that. Because you take that and you have sleep, right? Yeah, I did. I wrote a sleep song the other day because I did the. Which is basically sleep, yeah. But it's also. That thing. So. But yeah, that whole Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, you're right. That with the Dragonaut thing, but then you take Corrosion of Conformity, and they just moved it down a little bit. Yeah. That video actually, I was kind of surprised that it's not like viral or anything, but it did better than most of my recent videos. And I was kind of shocked. I thought it was just gonna face plant like the rest of them, but people really seem to dig that. So I have another Doom video lesson coming soon. Somebody asked about single note riffing, so I put together a video for that. Instead of doing a whole song this time, I just did the riff. Yeah, the whole genre really is just Sabbath riffs, but you know, Sabbath riffs are the fucking best riffs, so. What's up, man? Like, I don't even remember what the riff was. Like, I filmed the video yesterday, which is why I can't put out albums. I already forgot what the riff was for the fucking video. It was a riff. Yeah, it was a riff that was somewhere around here in that area. That's all I can remember. I do know I played in C sharp standing. I played. I played Hair of the Dog in it, so I guess stay tuned for Hair of the Dog and a Doom video, I guess. I also did that riff in the video. Shit, what else did I do? You guys are getting the whole video right now. Like, there's no point you even watching it. You know all the riffs now. I do that in there too. I do. How's that go? That one's in there. So I did like a lot of classic rock riffs in the Doom lesson video. We'll see how that goes. Probably be hated. But if you're trying to learn single note riffing, I think you really should go back to the 70s, because the 70s were all about the single note riffs. Ah, cool, man. What song are you making it for? And if you make visualizers, how much would you charge to do one for one of my original songs? That'd be kind of cool to have. And that's why I need to get another Warlord, man, because I'm this A sharp standard thing that I'm doing. I want that to be my new tuning, because it's just, I used to think D was heavy and low tuned. Then I went to C sharp, and then I was like, oh no, that's down tuned and heavy. Then I went to C. I was like, oh, that's heavy. Then I was in B, and now I'm in A sharp, and I'm like, it's not heavy enough. So I need to get a baritone, I guess. Yeah. That's how it goes, man. It's like once you get to a tuning and you get used to it, you're like, man, I could go deeper. I could go lower. Because I've been playing this for, however many minutes now. And A sharp standard just doesn't seem low to me anymore. So maybe I should take it all the way down to G sharp. Yeah, you're right. C sharp is just like the new standard. It's like if you're gonna play some Doom, just do it to C, and you're good to go. Yeah, B and C's the kind of the bread and butter these days. So I'm in A sharp standard, which means I'm in C sharp standard. This is the new C sharp standard. Let's go to A. Well, no. I think the Warhorse video was in G sharp. We could go to that. And the strings are going to be flopping everywhere. A 7 string would be perfect for G sharp, because your 6 strings would be in C sharp tuning, and then you have the low G sharp, so it'd be perfect for that. I need like a theme song to play to take care of the dead air when I'm doing down tuning guitars and shit. I could steal the Simpsons theme song or some shit and play that. We're gonna be there in a minute. We'll be there in a minute. It's taken a long time to get this there. Mainly because the guitar don't want to do it. It's like, bro, you down tuning us to change strings or what, man? I appreciate that, man. Maybe that's why, like, I had 2 really good days when that video came out, the songwriting one. I had like 2 really good days of subscribers joining in, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people are like subscribing and shit. That is new. I have the Black Russian, the Frost Giant one. I have that turned on instead of the Bauer Power now. You could do that Wada video where she's just like, man, this guitar, it's barely doing what it's doing now. Man, I can't put it in F. I've never actually learned any bong ripper stuff. I'm gonna see if there's any bong ripper tab out there. We could play it in the tuning that I'm in now and see what it sounds like. Do a quick little. Something like that. Yeah, you could totally fake it in this tuning for sure, man. Oh man, that's gonna be a cool show. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go try to see uh, Boris in I think October. I think next month I'm gonna go try to see King Diamond. I need to do a song in this tuning, man. That's just gotta happen. Yeah, I'm gonna try and see him over here in St. Louis. I need to see what date that is. High on Fire, man. Like I don't keep up with shows, man, and they're playing up here fairly soon. They're playing on the 3rd. I might try to go see that. I need to get another looper. I used to have a looper pedal. I could do like the harmonies right here on the live stream, and that would be cool to just to test out harmonies in this low ass tuning. I actually have a 5-string bass over there in the corner that needs to be repaired. I should repair that. Then I could do full songs in this low ass tuning. If I go, I wanted to take this Les Paul with me, and I had this dumb idea, like take it with me, try to sneak to the back somehow, and be like, "Yo, Matt, play this song. I mean, play this guitar for the night," and see if he would play it at the show. Let's see, when is Boris coming here? So it looks like because if you're in Cleveland, our shows would be pretty close to back to back, I think, probably for most of the stuff. Yeah, October 13th is when Boris is coming. Yeah, it'd be cool, like, you know, it would be a good selling point for the guitar, man. Be like, hey, dude, like, sign the back of that bitch too. I'd be like, hey, fucking Matt Pike played this at a fucking gig. That's worth an extra $1,000. When I saw Max and Igor Cavalera, I was gonna say hi, but I decided not to because it was like, I know when I was like doing the gigging band thing, those few minutes you have before you go on stage, you kind of want to fucking just warm up and chill and be left alone, really, because you're like, I gotta go do some shit here in a minute. But they were out back, and the drummer was kind of fucking doing paradiddles, warming up, and the bass player was playing and shit. You know, they were all just kind of getting warmed up, and I could see them because there was like a little fence, a little alleyway, and they were maybe like 5 feet, 10 feet. So all I did is yelled hey and waved, you know, walked past because I didn't want to fuck with them, you know, bother them at that moment. And next year I'm probably gonna go. I'm debating on whether I want to go to the Hell's Headbangers. What was it called? The Dog of the Dead Fest or whatever. I want to go because there's a couple bands that I really want to see, but at the same time, Justin's kind of a bit of a tool, so I don't know if I want to go like support that, but I really do want to see Attic. Yeah, it's cool, man, because he's got, well, they won a Grammy, didn't they? But he's still fucking like, he's chilled and shit. He's like laid back. Yeah, the Dog Fest. I'm trying to find the band list. There was a couple bands on there I wanted to see. I can't remember who the other ones were, but there was, I remember there being a few. And Cleveland's not super far away. Profanatica, that was the other. I wanted to see Attic and Profanatica. Yeah, it is. It is definitely it's something. That album is something. Man, I can't believe I'm really digging this tuning now, man. It's the tuning. It's really a shame. I don't know if you know anything about that. You should, because you're in Cleveland. The Hell's Headbangers record label. It's, or distro label, whatever you want to call it. They're doing a fest. It's a small fest. It's really a shame there's no Doom on the fest. That would be cool if he did like one, one fucking hella cool Doom band with it. But that's not really his vibe. But I think it would do really cool if he had one in there. Yeah, it's a G sharp. Yeah. I mainly just, I'm not into the whole the gatekeeping thing, and he's like super gatekeepy, and it's just kind of like, I want all the bands to have all the fans. I don't give a fuck what they like on the regular, you know, in a regular day of their life. But if they happen to like Doom, like, yeah, fuck yeah, I like Doom. If you like death metal, yeah, come on, man. Because all these bands, the bands need more fans. They need more money. They need more revenue. It would be yeah, it would just be more beneficial where the bands could get more fans. So when people start gatekeeping, I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. A lot of bands throughout the years probably never would have broke up if they had more fans. So it's a shame that music doesn't seem to bring the kind of money it used to. That's why everybody has, signature pedals and signature amps and signature guitar cables and signature picks and whatever. They're trying to make a little bit of money. Yeah, the tuning is really, really good tuning, man. And I'm gonna go back to one of the other guitars and be like, ah, shit's fucking C sharp, and I'll be like, oh, that's glam metal tuning. Yeah, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about it, but this guitar may actually disappear. Got a dude wanting to trade me an Ernie Ball, John Petrucci, JP15, and I might do it. Yeah, I think I have 11 to 52s on this one, and I'm in C sharp standard. Why? For the value, because it's I was looking at it because I was like, man, I think it's worth a little bit more, so I could get that, trade that to somebody else, and try to move up the trade ladder. You know, maybe throw a couple pedals with it or something like that. This guitar, I'm trying to get 25. It's basically all stock. This blue tape here is because I don't like filling the saddles, because I always rest my palm on the saddles, so that's why it's there. But these black pickup rings and the black pick guard, I added those, but I have the original and I have a spare set of creams that are in the case. So like, if anybody was to buy this or trade me, they would get 3 sets of pickup rings and 3 sets of pick guards with it. What it is it's a Wildwood. There's a music store called Wildwood. It's a Wildwood Select 60s. Man, that top is so shiny. Anyway, it's a Wildwood 60s, and they go for like $31.99, I think. And these pickups, you only get in this guitar. Like, Gibson doesn't sell these pickups, so unless you find somebody with them on the used market, or you buy one of these guitars, you can't get them unless that happens. That's really. Wait a minute. A 101? Those are like super, super affordable, right? Let's see here. LTD H 101 FM. Because I think their stuff goes up from price lowest to high with the numbers, right? Yeah, those are not like super pricey. I'd say you did good, man, because I love a Proco Rat and I love a Deluxe Big Muff, so yeah, not a bad deal. Yeah, the top is really cool, man. That's part of it. Part of the Wildwood thing is all of these tops they get to go to the factory and choose their wood, you know, for the tops. So they got to hand pick this, and it's hard to see, but like in real life, it's pretty fucking 3D on the flame. What's up, man? Shit, yeah, you are. Cause shit, man, I've been doing this for like 2 hours almost. Shit. What's up, Jesse? Apparently, if I'm gonna do this, I need to do this like around 9:30, man. Because when I did it at 8:30, it was like it was me and myself, like, because I was streaming and I went into the chat so I could see the chat on my phone. So it was like nobody but me. And that was a good fun first 20-30 minutes. You got me wondering, did I tune it up? Maybe. Hold on. Because I might have tuned it up to D. No, we're in C sharp. It definitely needs the graph check ratios that the other one has. Like, Grovers are cool, but they're not my favorite. I don't know any on the hunt. So yeah, I'd have to look that up. The Little Bear, no, I've seen it like multiple times and thought about doing it. I've just never got around to it. Yeah, I got a friend I do that too. Like, well, like it's mostly me. I'm like, hey, check this out. You know, I'm trying to learn this thing here, this new technique or what. But yeah, I do that shit a lot too on Facebook Messenger. It was weird. Like you probably didn't get a notification because when I set it up as a scheduled, but I left it unlisted, and I don't know if like um notifications go out in that scenario. Maybe I should make it public and scheduled. I'll figure that out. I'll have to do some research. Yeah, man, sounds like dude, because you got some you got that the glow dark rat, you got that rat attack, you got the what was the other one you mentioned? The big deluxe big muff. Okay, it's a Skinnerd song. All right, let's see here. Play some Skinnerd in C sharp. Let's go in here and look for it. It's weird because I'm from the South, but I've never like really listened to Southern rock. Um, I mean, obviously, I heard a lot of it like doing construction site stuff back in the day, but it was like never my go-to. Let's see here. It'll load. Something like that. Something like that. Well, Jesse, my bends. Okay, my signature. Fucking. My signature bend thing is my bends are always out of key. So, yeah, this is my third time having the Origin. It works good for pedals. I got it as a backup for the AOR because the AOR needs some work at some point, and they can do a lot of similar things. So I got that. And I've seen some videos and people doing mods to it. Maybe I'll do that in the future because I could turn it into an 800. That would be badass. Something like that. I guess I could hit play on the Guitar Pro tab and see what it sounds like. So. Something like that. Yeah, it's like it's funny, like Typo Negative used to like every album do like a cover song. It was like some down-tuned classic rock and it always sounded good, man. It was like, damn. That's how that song should have been to start with. That'd be a good first one too, dude, because like rat videos do really, really well. Um, People dig rats, so that would be a really good one. And I tell you, I played the JHS Rat Pack or whatever it's called. I was actually surprised at how good that one was. And I was actually surprised how much difference there was like in volume in some of the rat clones that he did. Yeah. I was actually just pulling up Summer Breeze right now. It's something like that, but yeah, that was that would actually be, oh man. You know what? Let's go back to the LTD. Because we're gonna play Summer Breeze even lower. Tearing shit up. We're gonna play Summer Breeze even lower than Typo. So G sharp standard, even though they did it in B. So yeah, something like that. I'm playing. I hear the shit. Fuck. But yeah, I tried to get my bends better by doing the so I want to bend to that note, so there it is. It's hard to find it because this is in G sharp now. So the strings are really floppy. But sitting around there trying to do that around the neck, just to try to get my bends a little bit more how they're supposed to be. I wish I had a low enough voice. If I had a low enough voice, I would do a typo cover in G sharp for sure. I would absolutely do that. But I don't even have a voice really low enough to do. I should, because like according to vocal ranges, um me and Peter are supposed to be in the same range, but I cannot sing anywhere near as all the low shit that he does, you know. Can't do it. What is that? That tab's gotta be wrong. Yeah, it makes... Okay, I guess they said that's the live fingering he does is... So he does that live. But then... Did I? Yeah. I wanted to do it for my wife, do that cover. I'll do anything to make you come. Do all that shit. How's that go? I cannot remember. I cannot remember the rhythm of that, man. What the fuck? Something like that. Yeah, I'll practice it and see if I can pull off doing one of their songs, man. Which album cover? The one with the shit. What, the chicks kissing or whatever? Now you got me wondering what I'm gonna have to go back and look at the album covers now. Because I could be 2 years old learning what it is. Oh, the slow, deep, and hard with his cock. Is that the one you're talking about? Or the butthole, the origin of the feces? How'd that go? I just fucking forgot how to play it. Yeah, I'm looking at the album cover and there's two. I'm assuming that one's his dick and the other one's a butthole. Um, I assume that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I never really paid attention to those album covers either. Like, but yep, it's kind of funny because I don't know if you ever listened to Carnivore. The lyrics to Carnivore are pretty fucking fun to listen to. He was always that guy, even back in Carnivore. Oh, I forgot about that, man. They did Black Sabbath on that Nativity in Black. They did that. And their cover of Black Sabbath was so fucking good. I can't do it because the strings are so floppy. But yeah, that's trying to play that in G sharp is kind of funny. Yeah, I forgot about it too. There was that cover album came out, and I had another one from the same time period. Death metal bands doing a Black Sabbath tribute album. And I think Cannibal Corpse was on it with their Zero the Hero. Yeah, I've never heard that one. I'll have to check that out a little later too. I wish I could go see Zach Sabbath. That would be really cool. Like I figure if anybody's gonna do a tribute band, that should be the guy that gets to do it, you know? Dude should get a pass on that, you know, you know what I mean? Like, was it this one? The Masters of Misery? Let's see the track listing. I can't remember, but it was the best like death metal um cover album. It could have been that one. I don't remember, man, but it was like a really good one. I can't remember. I think the second Nativity in Black was not nearly as good as the first. Yeah, we are definitely wacky, that's for sure. Um, yeah, Carnivore. I'd known about them since back then, but I'd never really listened to them till about 5 years ago. Um, just because back then it was harder to find stuff. You had to have like the tape trading scene. You had to be in that or something. You know, it was really like much harder to find music. Well, it was weird. It was like it was harder, but it wasn't harder. If it makes sense. If you were in the tape trading circuit, you pretty much found anything you wanted. And then there was all the distro labels and stuff back then. Yeah, it's weird. Like, okay, so like back in the day, in like the probably 1989 to like 91, somewhere around there. That was like my okay, 88. That was like my glam rock period. And then like 89 to like 90, 91 was when I was doing the whole thrash. And around 91 getting into death metal. And then during that whole time period I was listening to some of the doom bands like Trouble, um Sabbath of course. And then when stuff like Solitude Eternus came out and Cathedral, I started getting into that stuff. Um Mainly through the Headbangers Ball on MTV. That was the main way I got into the doom. So it was like while I was going through all this other style of music, the doom part was always there. So it was weird. Like the underlying current was doom riffs, no matter what else I was listening to. Yeah, the glam rock years. Yeah, 87, that was a good year to get into Maiden. Cause what was it like 80? When was when was Seventh Son? Was that 88 or was that Bring Your Daughter? Might have been Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter for that one. Um, the Doom that was on there was mostly the stuff like Cathedral. Um, I don't know if you would call it Doom. You would definitely call it like Stoner Rock. Like the Munster Magnet stuff was on there. Um, it was like kind of that vibe. That vibe was on there at the same time that they were doing the they were like showing the Morbid Angels and all that stuff. So Sacred Reich and all that shit that was on there back. It was fucking very few Doom bands, but there was a few that were on there. I think they even did like a Carcass interview on there at one point in time back in the day when I was watching it. I know Cathedral they were on for their Ooh Yeah album, the Magic Carpet Ride and all that stuff. Like my parents were my father was in the army, right? So I still remember I was watching it. I would watch it every Saturday, you know, because I had to be home early, for curfew or whatever. So yeah, I remember Adam Curry and Rackman, but I was watching yeah, Midnight Mountain. I was watching Headbangers Ball. My dad's friend was over watching us while my mom and dad were gone, and his friend was also in the army, and he got very fucking angry when Slayer's War Ensemble video came on. He was fucking pissed. Made me turn the TV off and shit. I was like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, if you were watching Adam Curry version, you were definitely watching most of the glam stuff at that time period. 'Cause Adam Curry, he was definitely the glam period era. Yeah, there's a lot of crossover in the doom and stoner and sludge and all that. Like they kind of share the same lineage in a way. And then they what? They did Headbangers Ball 2 years later and had like Josta hosting it or whatever from Hatebreed. That was a that was a weird version. Like it never really caught my interest. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the rap thing. My parents were not big fans of rap at all. They weren't really they weren't fans of metal either, but it was like I uh I came home from school one day, man. I was like high as shit. I come home from school. My mom's sitting there and she's like, "Man, sit at the table, boy." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. I want to go cuz I wanted to go to my room take a nap." You know, I was high. I wanted to go to sleep. And she's like, "No, we're going to listen to some oldies but goodies." And I'm like, "I don't want to listen to any oldies but goodies." Because she was like into like the whole Cyndi Lauper, Boy George thing and all that stuff. So she makes me sit down and then she turns on the Misfits. "Mommy, can I go out and kill tonight?" And then she breaks the tape. And then she pulls out White Zombie Le Sexorcisto devil music. And she's like, "Oh, devil music, huh? Let's take a listen to that." And she breaks that tape. And what else did she? Oh, she played the Misfits. Um, Where Eagles Dare. I ain't no goddamn son of a bitch. You better think about it, baby. Tore that up, and then I think it was even like a Black Sabbath in there that she broke. Like she broke all my shit. And I was fucking pissed. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I saw them do the Grammy. I'm pretty sure I did. I was supposed to go to the Metallica Faith No More Guns N' Roses show, but got got grounded for grades. Man, I wish my dad would have took me to see some cool stuff. He was like, she was into the '80s pop, and he was into the '60s and '70s country. So there was nothing cool going on around there. I used to always trick her because like back in the day, almost every metal album had like some sort of classical guitar intro. It was like the most cliched, stereotypical thing any metal band could do. So I would get in the car. "You're not gonna play any of that heavy metal bullshit, are you?" And I'm like, "Nah, I got you. Here, let's pop in this." And I would always have it at that section, or it'd be like an interlude, whatever. I would have it in one of those spots, just a tricker, right before the heaviness kicked in. Yeah, the the Satanic Panic was quite big back then. Imagine them hearing some of the bands that we listen to now, right? Yeah, when I played guitar as a kid, I will say they were pretty cool about that because I didn't have like one of those small practice amps, like the little 8-inch speakers or whatever. I had a Fender Princeton that I was using like pedals with, and I had a some old Gibson amp, but I would crank them both up really fucking loud and just I had that Black Sabbath, the purple Black Sabbath anthology book. I would sit there and play Black Sabbath riffs in there and try to learn Slayer and all that stuff. And they pretty much left me alone about it, so that was I will say that's pretty cool. Cuz they could have been like, "Man, fuck all that shit." Oh man, that's cool. Took her to a Pierce the Veil show. I don't know much about them. I know they're kind of heavy. I guess they're metalcore or whatever. They sound pretty cool in G sharp too. Oh yeah, those old crate practice amps, man. I'd bought one probably about 8 years ago. It was the GX10 or whatever. It's the small one. Mic'd it up, and I was gonna record it as a joke, but it actually sounded good when I recorded it. And that was when I went back to amps because I was using the Digitech RP 1000, and so I thought the little crate amp was gonna sound so much more worse than that, but it actually sounded really good, and I was like, oh man, I miss amps. So crate made me go back to buying amps. Um, Pretty funny. Yeah, no need to change your name, man. It's a cool fucking name. Fuck what your people think, man. If they don't like it, tell them to fuck off. I don't know if that's right. I'm just looking at the tab. I can barely remember that, but it's like way tuned low. Let's see. Oh, I was playing it way too slow. Yeah, it'd be cool if it was a GX15, man. It'd be cool to know. Actually, I did a whole fucking Electric Wizard cover video from like the album that people don't like. And I really enjoyed doing that. That was a fun video. I do not remember the song title now that I'm thinking about it. I wonder what it was. Looks like somebody's wanting to buy my Carvin. I don't know if I, not my Carvin, my Charvel. See, and that's like what the whole topic of this actual video was supposed to be. I'm not video, this live stream. I was talking about guitars that I love to hate. I could sell it right now, but I don't know if I want to, and I'm probably not gonna get the amount of. Well, I know I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get like $500 maybe. I paid $775 for the guitar and like 200 for a setup and a fret level, and that's a lot of loss in income there to sell it for 575. Because reverb's going to take a big old chunk of that. I don't understand why I can't remember shit. I can't remember shit, dude. I'm like going back trying to figure out what song that was I covered. Okay, I covered See You in Hell. That's the one I did. I don't know. Reverb takes a lot. They take. I'm just guessing, like after taxes and their fees and everything, you're probably losing to like 6-7% off of it. So the more expensive the item it is, the more they're gonna take out of it. So it's like it's kind of like, man, there's not really much point in doing it anymore. Halloween. Hold on a second. It was the that. There's a Halloween riff. They do have they do have good shipping prices though. I will give them that. If you overprice your shipping a little bit, you can pretty much make your fees back if you know about where to price it. So that's not too bad of a deal. What about yeah. Originally I had the twat there, but then I put more stickers on top of it, and it got covered up. I wish I would have left the twat right there. I should get another twat sticker and put it. Maybe I'll put it over Fuzzlord Jason. I'll put twat right there. Out of tune, man. So yeah, back to what we were talking about earlier. 12 to 60s on your guitar. You could even go down to G sharp. It barely wants to do it, but it barely does it. So that's nothing to feel bad about. You could totally do all that shit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go crash now because I have to get up in the morning and make breakfast and take the kid to school because my wife works like till 4 o'clock in the morning. And she's not going to do it. So I got to go do it. Oh, did they change the necks? Yeah, I wonder. I need to try one of the new ones and see if it feels like mine. The Gibson has a slim taper. And they feel close. I think the LTD might be a little thinner, especially at the nut. Yeah, 1256 you could do it. The low E might be a little floppy. Well, it'd be a low B, but it might be a little floppy. But you could probably do it and get away with it. But here, let me find it. I'll put it a link in the chat because this one specifically mentions um being for C tuning, so it'll definitely do B really well. I don't want to put a link to the Guitar Center website because I don't like Guitar Center. So let me go to the Sweetwater link. Okay. Yeah, just take that link, get a pack of those, and you'll be happy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna shut this thing down and go crash, man. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Everybody have a good night.